Hey everyone, I'm Dana Byers. I am so excited today to introduce you to Matt McKee with Roar, and I want to give you some information about mobile technology, maybe in a way that you haven't thought about using that in a nonprofit or even in a school or in your church as a means for communicating with your congregation or people everywhere. So Matt, welcome. We're so glad to have you here.
Thanks, Dana. I appreciate it. I appreciate your time, and I look forward to our conversation.
Me too. Well, I would love it if you would just take a moment and share with us really the reason behind why you started Roar.
Yeah, so a little over, it's been 18 months now. I started Roar, in a nice little mobile startup. And the reason behind it and the heart behind it was to see as much mobile, really as much faith-based mobile content as possible into the mobile app stores, whether that be iPhone, Android, whatever that is. I was a pastor at the time. I was a family pastor. I was overseeing preschool through high school, and I was just looking at the tools that were available at the time. And there was really only one, and it was YouVersion, and it was the Bible, and all the other ones out there just weren't really up to, I think, a great standard. So I said, somebody's got to do something about this. And God kind of looked at me, and I kind of looked at God, and he said, you're the guy. And I said, well, I'll do what I can. So I assembled a team together, and here we are.
Great. I love the story, and I love your vision behind it. And something that you didn't mention that I would like to add, probably because you wouldn't pat yourself on the back, is the fact that I know one of your main goals, Matt, is to make mobile apps affordable. And I love that about what you're doing, and I think that's going to allow a lot of people who are watching this video to consider for the first time using a mobile app as a means of communication through their church. So I'm really grateful for what you guys are doing.
One thing that we saw, just custom app development in general is very expensive. It's even more expensive than doing websites. Just app developers in general are charging $175, $125 an hour. And we said, how can we get that cost down? And we think we've come up with a solution to be able to do that, to deliver to churches, nonprofits, schools, whoever. So.
Yeah. Well, what's the average maybe starting price that a church would be looking at, and what are some of the features that your mobile apps provide?
Well, if we're just doing a web app, so if we're just taking your church's website and we're making that be web friendly, basically building it in a way that any phone can access it, utilizing and giving yourself a mobile, almost a mobile hub, in a sense, and giving yourself a web app. That would be, we charge $500 to set that up, and we charge $35 a month.
Okay.
Now, we also even have a cheaper version that's $250 and $25 a month. I wouldn't say, though, it's going to do all of your video, your giving, and some of the other things.
Okay.
So that's just kind of where we start. And then if you want a native app, we charge $750 for iPhone or Android or BlackBerry or any of the other things that we do. So
Sure.
That's kind of the pricing structure that we have. We are having to host some things, so there is a hosting and maintenance fee as well.
Yeah, and so you mentioned a few of the features there also that are available. What are some of maybe the churches or organizations that you've created apps for that some of us could go look at and download and see the features that are available?
Sure. I mean, we've got more than 60 churches in the App Store right now, so there's quite a few. They range from churches of like 250 on a weekend to churches of over 10,000. Some of those churches like Redeemer.tv, you can look up their church. Celebration Church down in Austin, Texas. We've got the Well Community out in California. We've got churches all over the nation, and we can't wait to really become churches all over the world.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Matt, for your time. I'm excited to share this information with our BlueDoor.tv partners and also everyone here at DanaByers.com. I'm really grateful for what you're providing because I do believe that mobile is just a huge cutting-edge thing that a lot of churches, like you said, even small churches, can get involved in and maybe see a real difference come out of their involvement with mobile apps.
Yeah, by 2015, more people will actually access your church's website from their phone than they do from a computer screen.
Wow, that's
and we're
incredible.
seeing that just more and more and more. So unless we can get our message, our vision, and our values onto the mobile screen, then I think we're really missing the point.
I think you're right. I agree. Well, thanks again so much, Matt,
Yep.
from Roar. Loved hearing your story, and we're glad that you shared the information with us today.
Thank you, Dana.
Take care.